Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Since all of you really liked the previous video we uploaded on the top 12 NOCs currently in demand for Alberta, this week we're going to list 10 NOCs whose demand has increased in the province of British Columbia, especially after COVID 19. All the information provided to you here has been based on official research reports by the Canadian federal government, in which they have studied how the pandemic is affecting the labor force in each province and territory in Canada. Although many sectors were negatively impacted by coronavirus related shutdowns, some sectors have actually listed more job openings on account of the pandemic. If you are among the NOC codes which I'll be listing in the video, you can expect an invitation from British Columbia really soon. Some of the NOCs listed here are among the 29 targeted tech or IT occupations for the British Columbia Tech Program, for which invitations are sent out every single week. You also don't need an IELTS test, proof of funds, or even an LMIA. If you want to know more about the British Columbia Tech Program, the requirements, the 29 targeted NOCs, and how to apply for it, I've made a detailed video on all of this which I've listed in the description box below. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the 10 NOC codes or job titles that are currently in demand in British Columbia, especially because of COVID-19. I'll also be telling you how you can apply for these jobs either from British Columbia or even from your home country or anywhere in Canada, so do watch the video till the end. Hey guys, this is Jason from Dream Canada. If you're new to the channel, I show people how to save their money and immigrate to new countries through my videos without the help of any immigration consultants or agents or lawyers. You can find all process instructions for you to apply on your own through this channel. Subscribe now because all the information provided here is completely free and I answer all your queries in the comment section and on my social handles on Instagram and Twitter, so don't forget to follow us there as well. The first one is payroll administrators, which come under NOC 1432. These professionals collect, verify and process payroll information that is integral to any office environment. They are also the ones who decide your pay scale and benefits, as well as maintain your payroll record. After the beginning of COVID-19, employment for this job slightly dropped by about 16%, but these levels quickly began to regain traction as the demand increased. Many employers, even currently, need to address unexpected revenue loss because of the pandemic and are in dire need for payroll administrators to help them in limiting employee costs in any way possible to recover the revenue lost during COVID-19. The second one is computer programmers and interactive media developers, which come under NOC 2174. NOC 2174 is in demand in almost all the leading tech provinces in Canada. Computer programmers write, modify, integrate and test computer code for software, data processing and operating systems, and communication software. Interactive media developers focus more on developing mobile apps, training software, computer games, film, video, and other media. They write, modify, integrate, and test computer code for software, data processing, computer games, film, video, and more. Employment for these professionals saw a significant increase after the beginning of the pandemic. This was mainly due to an increased demand to provide the required computer software and services for employees who are working from home. The third one is information systems analysts and consultants, which come under NOC 2171. Employment during the pandemic was not affected for these tech professionals as well. These professionals analyze and test systems requirements and implement information systems development plans, policies, and procedures. They also provide their recommendations on information systems issues. This occupation saw an upward trend after the beginning of the pandemic, which is expected to continue post-pandemic as well. This is because many businesses and offices began depending on their employees working from home, and as a consequence, they needed innovative technology and secure data access, which information systems analysts and consultants provide. The average employment levels for applicants with NOC 2171 continues to grow as more people are now relying on technology to work remotely. The fourth one is elementary and secondary school teacher assistants, which come under NOC 4413. Teaching assistants generally provide support to students and help teachers with teaching and other tasks. They tend to focus on teaching and behavior management. Employment for this NOC increased by a huge 44% in April 2020 compared to April 2019, and the demand has continued rising ever since. Many schools in British Columbia had to shift to online learning because of COVID-19 related restrictions. After in-class learning resumed, funding was increased to support health and safety measures and also for hiring new learning groups, including teacher assistants. Teacher assistants will continue to play a crucial role in the classroom, whether that classroom is in person, online, or both. If you want to know how you can move to Canada as a teacher or a teaching assistant, I made a detailed video listing the requirements, mandatory teaching certifications, and steps to apply. I'll add a link to this in the description box below. The fifth one is Technical Sales Specialist, which come under NOC 6221. Tech professionals such as technical sales specialists sell technical goods and services to governments as well as to commercial and industrial establishments. Some of them also work in wholesale trade. After the pandemic was declared in March 2020, employment for these professionals dropped significantly. However, in just 2 months by May 2020, employment for technical sales specialists recovered and continued to increase until even now in 2021. This increased demand can be attributed to the increase in demand for technical goods, services, and software as well due to the newly adopted remote working norms or work from home culture in Canada. The sixth one is Material Handlers, which come under NOC 7452. Material handlers move, load, and unload materials and goods. They are often employed in warehousing, logistics, and fulfillment centers. Employment for this job almost doubled with an actual increase of 91% in April 2020 compared to April 2019. The increased demand is because of the need to load and unload essential items like food, cleaning products, and personal protective equipment or PPE. Many people resorted to panic buying and some continue to do so, which further increased the demand for material handlers. The next one is Transport Truck Drivers, which come under NOC 7511. Truck drivers have always been in demand in all provinces in Canada. COVID-19 has only further increased their demand as there was an increased demand for healthcare products, essential goods, cleaning and sanitization products, among others. These truck drivers operate heavy trucks and transport goods over short distances, interprovincially and internationally as well. These professionals had to also deliver goods and machinery during COVID-19 to various industries. The British Columbia Truckers Association and the British Columbia government made a lot of changes to address the needs of truck drivers during COVID-19, such as inspection stations, rest areas, and food trucks, which made their lives much easier on the road. The eighth one is Cooks, which come under NOC 6322. It's pretty clear what cooks do, which is to prepare and cook food. They're not only needed in restaurants and hotels, but even in hospitals, educational institutions, and other establishments as well. Restaurants were closed to dine-in customers in March 2020, and many cooks lost their jobs. However, a few weeks later, many restaurants shifted to online ordering and home delivery, which increased the need to hire more cooks. Many cooks are also wanted by food innovators who rent out commercial kitchens. These are the kind of kitchens which deliver food but are not attached to a restaurant. All of these reasons cause the demand for cooks to go up, even if they are not hired to work in a traditional setting, in a restaurant or a hotel. The ninth one is janitors, caretakers, and building superintendents, which come under NOC 6733. These occupations are also considered as professional ones involving cleaning and maintaining commercial, institutional, and residential buildings. Building superintendents are also responsible for the actual operation of an establishment. They saw a significant increase in demand after the pandemic was declared in March 2020, This is because everyone started working from home, so there was an increased occupancy rate and also an increased need for heavy duty cleaning, sanitization, and disinfection to curb the spread of COVID-19 within all building premises. The last one is underground production and development miners, which come under NOC 8231. If you didn't know this, British Columbia is a coal and ore rich province. Underground miners drill, blast, and operate mining machinery to extract coal and ore in underground mines. They also construct tunnels and passageways to make it easier to carry out mining operations. Employment had initially dropped significantly for these professionals after the pandemic was declared. However, there are now new employment opportunities and higher demand as mining and other operations have resumed again. For all of these NOCs, you can use intercompany transfers, networking, your references in Canada, or even online portals like JobBank, Monster, Indeed, and LinkedIn. I made another detailed video for this in which I have also explained the Canada resume format and a few interview tips that will help you get a job in Canada even from your home country. I'll add a link to this video in the description box as well. Alright guys, so those were the top NOCs currently in demand in British Columbia. For more immigration and travel tips, subscribe to this channel now. Do like the video if you like the content and comment which topic you would like to hear about next. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe for regular updates on immigration and don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well. I wish you the best of luck for your application and hope you have a great day.